Welcome to Welcome to Welcome to สวัสดีからマインドセットさんチャンネルそのパフパフはいです
Thank you very much for all of your lovely art as well. Some of it a little lewd. To those of you drawing me with horses, y'all are into some fucked up shit, and I hope you get the help you need. I really truly hope you get the help you need.
Yeah, I'm in favor of execution. Maybe our entire team needs to be executed after tonight.
Oh, the last one didn't play. Anyways, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having fun here. We're doing this live. I got the camera moved up a little bit, so we got an up angle. It's on top of my suitcase right now, so that seems to be like the perfect level. So Suitcase Chan is now like MVP of the travel setup for streaming. So what's up, guys? Good to see you here today. We're talking VTuber stuff. We're talking VSea. I have not reviewed this document at all, really, other than just opening it up and kind of looking at it. So this is going to be really interesting. We're going to go through both the accusation document, which is 32 pages, and then we're going to go through the corpo response, which is 10 pages, and really talk about, as I talk through this, the dangers of a small VTubing company. Because we've talked a lot about big VTubing companies, but it's about time for a small VTubing company. Somebody asked if I got a haircut. I took a shower. It's called a shower, but I did have a haircut like 2-3 weeks ago, which was really good by my barber back in the U.S. And I missed my U.S. barber. He's the best barber, period. I had one in Korea that was close. There was one in Korea that was really good. But the one in Miami is the best, I must say. But he also knew me the best, and also he was the most experienced. He owned his own shops, and he just happened to go from a store owner to somebody that was clipping because he wanted to move, because he moved locations for his family. So it was a really good job. But yeah, haircut and a shower, same effect. Stay clean, guys. Stay clean. I know it's hard to. I know some of you guys don't want to touch grass, but you can still take a shower. Just saying. Anyways, King Lugia, thank you for the 1 gift membership. Appreciate that. And on the topic of memberships, we are going to have a spicy members only stream. So the next members only stream, we're going to get into a lot of different stuff. And it's going to be kind of one of these smorgasbords of news. We're going to get into the Sarah Boone insane legal communication that she dropped. We've got Dr. Disrespect. We're going to have to talk about that, which may end up blowing up more. But what we got so far for Dr. Disrespect, which looks like he was sexting a minor, Rutro, we'll talk about that, as well as other news, other updates. So that'll be a really, really spicy one. That will be my next stream. And now that one is going to be members only for all members. So this includes gift membership. So people like King Lugia giving a gift membership. Yes, it'll be for all membership levels. We also do once a month a base legal mindset. That's the highest tier, the top tier, only members stream as well on YouTube. So if you're a member at whatever level, you get a benefit, but if you're at that higher level, you do get that one extra stream. So we're gonna do first the members only stream for kind of everybody, and then we'll get a BLM one in probably a week or two. Or maybe even a couple days. But first, we're going to get the members only. So just make sure if you're considering it, now's a great time right before we do the members only content. I'll win for 100,000 dong. I wish I had the power of 100,000 dong. I'm going to lower my camera a little bit here. Okay, let's try to do that. Finally can watch you again. All hail Supreme Legal Mindset. Lots of spicy topics covered this week. What a feast. Speaking of which, I had food poisoning before and felt like shit. Glad to see you're doing well. Yeah, I'm much better. I was not feeling great. You know, I actually had several occasions over the last week, but just want to shout that out. Also, shout out to Mama Oko, who's a new member. And actually, shoot, I really enjoyed my time on her podcast. And this reminds me, let me do this live right now because I have to tag her. I was on her stream. It was absolutely fun. You can catch a clip of that on my channel. And what I forgot to do, and I will do right now because I think I may have had someone else. Yeah, I had someone else upload this. If you can go ahead and if you want to follow her, you can go to my clip, and I'm gonna tag her and everybody else in that one, so you can get in there. And you can follow everyone who was on that, like Mama Lumi, you know, and all the others that were on that podcast. You can find that in the tag of the clip, which is on my channel. That's the one, Twitch punishes VTuber. And actually, I'm going to rechange the title to panel with at under the T. Right. So I'm going to tag their podcast in the title, which will really drive traffic to them real quick. So thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. And just, giving a shout out, look, I love to give back to smaller creators, people that, are in a position now that I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And I always will love to be on people's channels. Now, I can only go on so much because my time is super limited. So as Mama Oko knows, it took her almost it took almost like a month or 2 months for me to come on her show. But that said, I will come on when I get the time, right? I will come on when I get the time. So if you just ship me a line, you're like, hey man, can I come on? And also, if I ever miss your podcast, it's probably because I fucked up the time zones or I slept in some scoozy. I was supposed to go on Dermy Wormy's podcast as well, but I literally fucked the time zone situation, so I missed it by 2 hours. I thought I was still in Manila for some reason. So anyways, follow them, go there, check out the clips. Repton said, "Frick it, we're doing it live." Monkey, yes, absolutely. For all of you, Monkey. We are doing it live here, guys. Knight says, "It does follow my legal tax here. Have a good stream." Yeah, remember, if you live abroad, for 200 yen here, you still have to file taxes. I filed taxes in Thailand, right? I also filed my U.S. taxes. So I'm just got those finalized. I had initial people that fucked them up, and then I hired a new guy, this Indian guy, who did a very good job, right? They were done before, and when they were sent to a, well, I won't even get into it right now. But yeah, it was a bad job on my first account. The second one worked out much better though. All right. Ex-bread dog who loves bread and Hungry Jack says, "I'm torn between watching the first 2 Hollow Justice debuts and watching you right now." Well, listen, the debuts will still be there, but we're doing it live. I'm just saying we're doing it. Well, I guess the debuts, yeah, but there's only one mindset. There's only one mindset. Appreciate you though. Appreciate you. Okay. Let's get into this right now without further ado. So we're going to get into this VSea stuff. Now, this is one that I kind of just learned about. And when it came across my desk, I'm like, this is a perfect opportunity, an absolute golden opportunity for me to explain, how just because it's a corporation doesn't mean you're even getting all the benefits of a corporation. See, look, I'm willing to defend corporations in that bigger corporations can offer some real benefits. And one thing I talked about, and I talked about this on the Under the T podcast, is a big corporation can offer you the protection from defamation. They can offer you protection from legal protection from IP claims, right? They can give you sponsorship deals, branding, right? They can do a lot of shit for you. But small corporations may not offer you any protections at all. They may barely have any resources at all. In fact, that quote unquote agency may be broker than you are. And I think that's what we had today. We're going to look into this in the Under the T podcast. Oh, sorry, what I was talking about in the Under T podcast. And we're going to talk about this very much today as coming out with VSea, right? It was almost predictive. We talked about this like a day or so before this dropped. And, you have to make sure that when you're entering into these deals, you're getting what you want. You're getting what you expect, right? So let's just jump right into this. I'll read this one. Uncle Gary for $2 says, Nose and Pig wish you a million tortas. Well, thank you very much. Legal Mindset is doing just fine over here in Asia. So VSea, and I guess I should give some background now. Once again, I didn't actually know about VSea before, so I guess we can go to like their like VTuber wiki real quick before I jump into this. And this was not some sort of giant corporation, right, guys? This was a small corporation based in Southeast Asia. That's why it was VSea, right? Because it was Southeast Asia. So there were two generations, Generation 0 and Generation 1, with 6 talents and at least 2 staff members. So here is a dead giveaway. Here's a dead giveaway. They have no fucking staff members, right? I mean, they've got nothing. They've got absolutely nothing. And by the way, Strike says, I'm on the phone. It's whoever gifted me the sub. Thank you very much for every gifter. Yeah, thank you for everyone who gifts. Appreciate y'all. So yeah, they've got no staff. That's a big thing. Okay, maybe they're not such a big, robust company. They started on March 30th of this year. And literally June 14th, less than 3 months later, they announced the graduation, and on the 20th, the disbanding. So within 3 months, they're disbanded. And I will say this. I watched this little clip from VSea's Twitter, and I was like, why? Like, you're acting like you had such a long-standing organization. And the truth of the matter is you really didn't, right? Let's see. Let me see if I can find this Twitter here, because it was so hilarious that they were acting like they'd been around for like 10 years or whatever else. I think they may have blocked me. Did they block me? Yeah, VSea already blocked me on Twitter. Wow. They already blocked me, guys. They already blocked me that quick. I couldn't even find them. Well, damn, I don't have a backup Twitter for these purposes, so I'm kind of boned on this. But they like had one of those, will you remember me, collages of the things they've done over the past 3 months. And it was kind of cringe, because I'm like, dude, your agency, quote unquote agency, like didn't even make it off the ground. And I see people say, "Oh, well, can you tune in and watch other stuff right now?" Guys, I'm kind of on a time crunch today, right? So I've got somewhere to be at 12:30. It's 10:47, so I don't want to get too off the rails. But I'll tell you what, if we finish, then I'll go and check out other stuff when I'm done. And I do have some videos, at least one video that was sent in to me, a moonshine clip, which I will play at the end. Right? Weird says, "What are the advantages of small companies?" The advantage of a small company could be like the advantage of a startup. So with a startup, if you get in on the ground floor, sometimes you have the ability to negotiate a really good deal, because honestly, with a small company, they need you. So you might be able to negotiate like shares in the company, or like very, very aggressive profit sharing. Like you might be able to say, look, I keep 90% and you get 10%. you might be able to like really bend them over the barrel if you're aggressive. The problem is that these people are not reading their contracts and they're not negotiating. And it's often because the talent is very, very young. In fact, we're going to talk about minors. Minors don't know how to negotiate a contract, weird. So the only advantage that you might have of a small company, which is you could aggressively negotiate with them, a 16 or 17-year-old is not going to be able to do that, because we're going to talk about that today. Someone asked, oh, why is my audio different? It's because I'm traveling. This is my travel mic setup. So I'm going to move it here. This is the same type of microphone. No, I use a Shure microphone. Let's put it. Can I get it in frame here? Ta-da! It's the same microphone. It's the same microphone. It's a different stand, and it's further away from me. But the bigger thing about mics is acoustics of the room. This room has very poor acoustics. My normal studio has good acoustics because it has a lot of the curtains are like very like large in the room. There's a lot of stuff that absorbs sound in that room. So when I'm in Bangkok, at my Bangkok studio, it has very, very good acoustics. This place, this is a hotel room. This is a trash acoustics. This is complete trash acoustics. There's glass over there. There's tile floors, right? There's tile like on the wall. So sound is probably bouncing everywhere. So yeah, sorry about that. Got this travel mic. The stand is kind of cute. Here, I'll show you the stand. Ta-da! Stand's kind of cute here. Little tripod stand. But it works, and it can still pick me up. It's just going to sound a little bit more hollow, probably a little bit more moving around sounds. But sorry about that, guys. Sounds like a laptop mic. Yeah, it's not. It's not. But just so you guys know, in fact, I'll triple confirm. Yeah, it's not my laptop mic. It's just further away. Anyways, that said. Bouncy sound. Okay, well, mi scusi. Actually, let me check the settings on the StreamYard side, because maybe StreamYard could be fucking with it. No, I think StreamYard's not fucking with it. Maybe I'll just try to get as intimate with the mic as I can get. Okay, guys, try to get as intimate, and I'll scooch this over. I'll scooch over the camera so I can get a little closer to the mic, and it'll be all good. There you go. There you go. We're good, guys. You're up in my grill. All right. So first thing we're going to cover is the document accusing VSea. So this is the document which accused VSea of wrongdoing. There is both an accusation document and a corporate statement. So I'm going to read through both. I'm going to stop at stuff that is legally relevant. Weird also says, to be fair, a lot of vet actors don't read contracts. Yeah, that's fine. And there are reasons why you might not read a contract. Because weird, if you're in an industry and every contract is standard, it's a template contract, and you've signed that same template a million times, yeah, you might not read it, right? Because you signed it a million times. Cut Danielle's imaginary pay and buy a new mic. That's actually good. I actually like that. I'm gonna have protests from Danielle and Professional Gentlemen for better wages. The second they try that shit, I'm hiring scabs and putting them out in the street. There's none of that communist protesting going on in Legal Mindset. They're not nationalizing the moderator position. I'm sorry. You receive no benefits. Listen. The children crave the minds and they crave the moderation, okay? The children crave the minds and moderation. Don't make me put a child as a moderator. I will do it. Yeah, oh, that's so funny. That is actually really funny. Okay. All right, let's go with gun covering of VSea. Let's zoom in on this so you guys can read a little better. All right. It has come to our attention that a Singapore-based VSea has engaged in illicit activities, breaching Section 405 of the Companies Act, which requires you to have a registered company. So the big thing they fucked up on here is they kept calling themselves a company, but indeed they are not a company. So VSea has been calling themselves and saying, "Oh yeah, we're a company, we're a company, we're a company, we're a company," but indeed they are not a company. They do not exist. They were never incorporated, and therefore they should never have called themselves a company. They should have said, maybe we're planning to form a company, or this is my sole proprietorship, or like this is just my business, my personal business, right? Because you can have a business that is just your business. But if you want to register a company, at least in Singapore, you need to do that. You can't go out and hold yourself out as a company when you're not. That's where they fucked up. That's where they broke Singapore law. And in case you guys don't know, some of you guys may not be in Southeast Asia, although shout out to Southeast Asia, all my Filipinos, Vietnamese, Thai, Singaporeans, Malaysians, Indonesians with the ringgit, the sisters out there in Jakarta. Shout out to you guys, wherever you are. If you're in Bhutan, if you're in Bangalore, Pakistan, shit, I'll even go out to the Maldives, right? Shout out to the Maldives, right? But I do cut the line at New Zealand and Australia. Sorry, New Zealand and Australia, you are not Southeast Asia. You're your own weird thing, okay? But that said, shout out to Southeast Asia. But crime is dealt with pretty strictly in Singapore. Everyone down here in Southeast Asia knows Singapore does not fuck around with crime. Singapore does not fuck around. And here we got the animator on YouTube says, I was the editor for VSea and I was never paid and no one talks about it. Wow. Now, I will say, like any other random comment on YouTube, who knows whether this person is accurate or not, right? Or real or not, right? Because anybody can form a YouTube account and send a message, but taking that at face value, that would be pretty bad if that is true, right? I say that because I've had people create fake profiles of me. People do it with other people, creating fake profiles, trying to super chat, trying to cause drama. That shit happens all the time, right? And people are saying you can't even bring in gum into Singapore. Yep, that's how serious it is. Do not fuck around with Singapore. You will get caned. We have made a compilation of screenshots and interviews with former members. I hope it provides a clear understanding of the situation so that the concerned reader may derive their own opinion on the matter. I introduced myself, a former member of VSEA's Gen 1.5, working with other talents to create an objective document. I like this. Objective. I like it. Yo me gusta. Objectivo. Right? An objective document of what concerns they have. Okay, let's see what they have. So an unregistered entity. So first, here's the breach of the Companies Act. So what we're going to look for is them calling themselves a company when they're not. So this is I believe, Discord messages, right? And mind you, this person who's VSEA, this is supposed to be their CEO, right? Their leader. And one thing I'm very concerned about when I see this leader is how they talk. If you look at how Sakana talks or how Yago talks, right? Yago and Sakana, they talk in a way that is generally professional, or like when they're trying to be funny, but they're also very reserved. They don't just go off and talk in an unprofessional way. It looks bad when your CEO talks like a 13-year-old, right? If your CEO is conducting business like a kid, it's not good. It's not good. So let's read through this. VSEA says, so a team like this was really fun. Yeah, but I don't make any money out of it yet. In fact, I've sunk a lot into it. Well, that's your own fault, because frankly, covering and dealing with these agencies and having a corporation, it's expensive. It is going to cost money. And that's on you as a corporation. I talked about this with VNU. Remember when I covered VNU and Alien and what was going on with that, that whole situation? With VNU, they were complaining about losing money. And I said, that's the risk you take as a business, that you will lose money. You have the potential to gain, but you are taking a risk. If you didn't know that business is risky, you don't know anything about business. I'm just sorry. That's risk reward. That's the basic of business. You don't start a business and automatically make money. It makes me think that this person is either very inexperienced, completely unexperienced, meaning they have zero experience, or they just don't know what the fuck they're talking about, right? Okay, so going on from that, somebody replies. Now, this somebody is whited out, so this is another person saying, I saw in the Discord server that you referred to VSea as a company. VSea says, the idea was to make a happy community. Then they ask for what the UEN number is, if you don't mind asking. And then VSea says, what's that? Guys, I don't know if you know this, but in the US, we have something called Social Security numbers, right? Which is the number for your, for yourself, for your individual self, right? But in America, we have something called an EIN, Employer Identification Number. Every corporation that has employees should have an EIN. I have a US corporation that has an EIN. I also have foreign corporations that have their own numbers, right? This person did not even know. They did not even bother to go into Google. And this is how easy it is, right? Like, you just had to go into Google, go over here and Google UEN number, right? And it comes right up, top of the list. UEN number is the standard identification number of an entity. UEN shall be for registered entities, as NIRC is for Singapore citizens. It uniquely identifies the entity. Literally, this person did not even know what a business number was. This shows you this person has no experience forming businesses. Doesn't know about them at all, right? Period. That's a bad fucking sign. If your person doesn't even know how to run a business in your own country, you should get the fuck out immediately. Them saying, I thought you said VSea is a company. And then he goes, well, wait, what? What? What the fuck are you talking about? And thank you, one dickhead, for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. The LOL. Yeah, it's pretty bad. This is pretty bad. When you don't even know what is required to be a company. And you go, well, my boss advised me not to submit the paperwork until everything is in order. So y'all know taxes. Wait, I thought you weren't in charge though, right? Wait, what? So you're not in charge? What? Are you kidding me? So we're not an officially listed company. And I like the response to this. How old are you? How old are you? I don't think you know how companies in Singapore work, not to be rude. And then look at the response here. Do you want to be getting the big eyes emoji response from your fucking corpo? This is ridiculous. And this is the problem with a small corporation. It can be run by people who literally don't know anything about anything. They just say, yeah, I'm a company. And they don't even know what it takes to register a company. Because there's a lot of things you sometimes have to do to register a company, and it can be expensive. It can be really expensive. People are trying to get into this industry, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. This is why you guys got to be very, very careful. Small VTubers, indies, be careful before you sign with the corpo just because you're like, oh my God, I get a deal. VSea said, so you're not the boss. Because everybody thought they're the boss. I thought they were the boss. They've been tweeting like they're the boss. And VSea says, no, I have another boss who's part of a big company and she's guiding me through. Guys, so they're trying to say that VSea is an illegal spinoff of another company. Because if you are trying to present yourself as an independent company, but you're really secretly working for a bigger company, that's illegal too, right? So they're trying, like, what's going on here is all black. This is all illegal, right? And once again, I'm not a Singaporean lawyer. I guess let's do a little banner here. Let's do this one, right? I'm not a Singaporean lawyer, right? Not Singaporean legal advice, right? And I'll also put up the code for Dragon's Treasure Tea. Let's do that. Let's do that as well, right? But smash a like. There you go, guys. There you go. Little banner there. Not a Singaporean legal advice, right? But this is just not okay, right? Like patently not okay. All right, let's continue. So, by the way, for contracts and signing up for the company and stuff, it's all going to be on your birthday. I plan to go listed on your birthday. Wait, so they're saying they're trying to run a company for 1 year without listing the company? So, like, birthdays are like your 1 year anniversary, right? Like, it's when you came in, when you debuted, right? Chat, is that correct? So when you talk about VTuber birthdays, that's like 1 year after you debut, right? So you debut and then 1 year later, that's your birthday, right? So if that's my understanding and that's correct, then they're literally saying they're going to illegally operate for a year and they're not going to be a real company for a year. What? Weird says some companies can fake it till you make it. Yeah, and yes, but this is not the type of company you want to get involved in with this. And it's different if you're an independent contractor. If you're working for yourself, like me or other people that have worked for themselves, you can have a lot of different structures. And also, you don't need a company to work for yourself. You can be a sole proprietor and work for yourself. But when you're engaging in contracts, you're engaging in deals, you're making arrangements, yeah, that's a problem. It's a problem. Singaporean here, this is from the chat, says, I'm going to bet this big company and other boss is from a mainland Chinese company. I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked if it's a mainland Chinese company investing in Singapore. That would make complete sense. That would make 100% sense. Let's continue. VSea admin told the talents that he was the CEO of VSea and the VSea is a company. I was always told I am the boss or I am the CEO. We fact this by interviewing other talents who work for VSea and it was unanimous. So this person that said they were the CEO wasn't actually the CEO. By clarification, all businesses formally registered in Singapore have a UEN number. What's inquired about VSEA's UEN number, the admin was ignorant and admitted that VSEA is not officially listed. There's no such thing as an unofficial company as it breaches Section 405 of Singapore's Company Act and is punishable by 2 years in jail or a fine of 50,000 Singaporean dollars. I believe right now it's like 40 or 30,000 US, but it's a lot of money, right? So you need a UEN, and here it says, if you anyway, this is a penalty for carrying out business without registering a corporation and for limited use for improper use of the words limited or Berhad unregistered entity. If any person, and I'm going to go to the second one because the first one doesn't really apply. The second one says, in any way holds out that a business is incorporated under the act, that person shall, unless at the time the business was duly incorporated, be guilty of an offense and fine not exceeding 50K or imprisonment not exceeding 2 years. Definitely not good. VSEA also claimed that it is a company and its talent contracts. See the screenshots. Right here it says that employees shall have the following duties: to be with the company for a minimum of 1 year, be able to stream live at least 2 weeks, and split 10% of all streaming revenue with the company, right? So they're trying to skim 10% off the top, and what the fuck are they giving you? They're giving you absolutely nothing. Zero. Right? Let's actually read a little bit of the rest of this. So employment agreement is made June 17th between blank and SEA. Performance of duties. Employees shall perform assigned duties and responsibilities in a professional manner to the best of their skills, talents, experience. Holy shit. This is horrible. And the only duties are these? That's not really explaining enough. That's really bad. Term. There's a blank here. Oh my God. merch rights. Employers holds the merch rights. Merch, like what is merch, right? What the fuck is merch? Once again, I know merch is slang, but here's the problem, guys. In legal contracts, you need to spell out merchandise. Like a judge might look at merch and say, I'm not down with the internet slang. I'm not going to agree to that. And they might throw out that provision because merch is a slang. Yes, I know what merch means colloquially. I know what it means in terms of slang, but it's not the proper word. Maybe you got to say merchandise, right? Fully. And explain what is within the definition of merchandise. This is important in a contract. This is really lazy. Guys, I think they may have used either ChatGPT or a form contract here. This is really bad. And they didn't edit it at all. At all. This is like a legal Zoom contract. This is really bad. Probation says employee will go through a probation period of 1 month. Start for the first date. In the event that employee does not pass the probation, VSea may decide to terminate, or VSea may take action to control their social media. Wait, what? What? They're going to control your social media? Oh, such a weirdo. Things that lead to you to being terminated. Giving other creators or company hate secretly or publicly with no reason. What the fuck does this mean? Giving them hate? Was this made by a child? Was this written by a 2-year-old? No fucking way. Giving them hate? You're being a hater. What? Calling others slurs or acting rashly? What does acting rashly mean? Violating any company policy. Misusing socials. What's misuse? Incompetence. Incompetence. You fool. Baka. Weird says ChatGPT wouldn't use Slane. Have you used it yet? No, it wouldn't. So I'm now convinced this is not ChatGPT. I take back what I said about ChatGPT. Although they may have had like AI do the shell and they may have typed this stuff in, but this is really bad. I really think this is written by like a 10-year-old. Repton says they do be giving you all that D. It's beyond horrendous. May as well say, welcome to VTuber Sweatshop, little kids. Yes, welcome to Sweatshop. You fine here. No lying about anything important. Guys, so you can lie about things that don't matter. You can lie about minor things. You just can't lie about important things. Insubordination. Meeting with fans outside of VSea that is unrelated to streaming? What? Doxing others and self, that makes sense. Sharing to others things outside the company about things that are private to the company. Okay. Spreading religious hate or hate messages of any kind. Oh, wow. Specifically singling out stuff. All right. You can be terminated, warning system, or liability for damages. Oh, liability. If the case is severe, who determines what severe is? Warning, the first 3 times, VSea will have immediate control of their social media for a week. After 3 warnings, VSea may terminate or fully control their account until the end. An end of what? These people are not even finishing the sentence. Holy shit. They can't even type a full sentence, guys. This is like dummy dumb level. I'm actually wondering, like, did this person complete like elementary school? Yeah, Ginblade says, I can write a better contract than this. Dude, Ginblades, I have no doubt you can, man. Like, this is written by, like, literally, the $7.40 from Niji Sanji can do a better job than this. This is really bad. But legal mindset, like, pleading eyes emoji. No. I will not. I don't care about your pleading eyes emoji. Okay. Inappropriate management of underage talents. Here we go, boys and girls. Strap in. Here's the part where we go yellow. So make sure you like the stream because just talking about these sort of things Talking about underage talent, crimes will get us in trouble. So make sure you like this. I guarantee you the stream at some point goes yellow because I just talked about, underage issues at all, even though this is me covering it from a legal perspective. So make sure you like the video. Appreciate that. All right. So allegedly there were 5 minors within the age. 5 minors? Were they running a grooming campaign? Why are there 5 minors? 5, not 1. Like Akio Air was 1, right? Akio Air was 1. This is 5 minors? The CEO was the 6th. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Did he just hire his friends from junior high? Was this like the middle school agency? Like, is that why they like kind of use the dinosaur stuff? Because they're still in that dinosaur phase. And look, I'm all for like some basic interest in dinosaurs, but it's like I can imagine them like just. Okay, I won't even go there. Will Spade says sounds like it's been written by Reddit or Tumblr. Yeah, maybe. And Marksman says, my people have been represented in D&D. Are we not the greatest of innovators? No walls too tall. No moat unswimmable. No distance too far. Viva la MX. Guys, after I posted that post the other day on the Mexican orcs, because D&D just like redid some art about the orcs, and they look either Mexican or like cowboy, right? I was blocked within 15 seconds. I had to repost the art because I got blocked for posting. I'll show you real quick, because it was a super chat and it was hilarious. I got blocked for posting this because this is the new art drawing of orcs in D&D is this. And I'm like, wait, orcs are now Mexican? Like, I don't get it. Or they're like cowboy themed, I guess. But like, but the hat, especially like the hat on this one, like that's a very, very like, this is like Pancho Villa vibes, like that's clearly what the inspiration here is. And by the way, Pancho Villa is kind of a badass. It's kind of a badass, right? Got away from the U.S. government for quite a while. But that said, orcs are now Latino. It's Ortinex, like Latinx, Orctinex. All right. Continue here. Okay, so a talent is asking, so I say I'm 17. Now, let's be very clear here, guys. In Singapore, there's, from what I understand, and Singaporeans in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong here. Singaporeans in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. But the age of majority, the age at which you can work on your own is apparently in Singapore 17. Which that's fine. Different countries can set different ages. If they want to set it at 17, 18, 19, whatever, right? So in this country, it's 17. So let's just say 17 is like the age where you can work and do your own thing, right? So just understand that's a country difference. But there's a minor who's asking, should I lie and say I'm 17? So VSea says, nah, that's not how the world is going to see us. If they see we hired a 16-year-old, we are dead, bro. So this company has a quote-unquote CEO that's not really the CEO and probably taking orders from a Chinese communist corporation, right? Said, we hired a 16-year-old, we're dead, DED, bro, crying emoji, right? Crying emoji. Once again, this person is always using the crying emojis. Late birthday. I don't know. I don't know. Do you think it'll be a problem? What? Normally the issue is grooming minors. Am I grooming you? I feel like you're the one abusing me. See, chat, she's so mean to me. Anyways, as long as we're all good and not, overly sexualizing you, I think we're fine. No, it's illegal. What you're doing is illegal. So you're like, yeah, it's okay to, violate the law as long as, we don't sexualize you. Send the children into the mines. This is, like Mom Moga says, red flag AF. Weird says this is not official contract. Where are all the doodles and smears and the demands to see boobs once a month? My immersion. Repton says, is this the Jared Fogle convention? Oh, R.I.P. Jared Fogle. Absolutely.
Disgusting.
Very disgusting. So going on here says, I can only focus so much into many talents. They may not have another role for you. To be fair, we have other minors in the agency. So if we get flamed about it, it won't be your fault in particular, I believe. Yeah. So would you like to A, accept, decline, or postpone? We can only postpone until a short while, COS. I really need to start making the models, but I don't want to pressure anything. You ruined our bar, and then you're like, nah, I don't want to get hired. To be honest, we're probably going to get even more people in Gen 2, and I can't guarantee you a model. All right, then I'll send you the acceptance letter, and you can discuss the thing with your parents tomorrow. Well, can I trust you that we don't need a contract to get you to pay us? This is the CEO, and they are deranged. This person is absolutely deranged, and I think they're a child. I also think this person is a child. In the screenshot above, he confirmed there are other minors in the agency. Basically, this is an agency registered and has guidelines that are linked to a country's government, or do we have a document that shows you're a full-on agency that lets you sign contracts? So these are questions they're asking because, if you're doing these shady things, if you are literally an unregistered company that is recruiting minors, that is like the plot of every fucked up movie. Children are being drawn in on the internet by a CEO that acts like a child into a company that doesn't exist and is hiring multiple minors, that is majority minors. Because remember, they only have 2 staff members. So 5 people are minors, 2 staff. And who's an adult? Where are the adults in the room? Clearly there were no adults in the room here. The talent is clearly better. The talent is literally properly capitalizing. Look at this. Guys, look at this. Let's zoom in here. See it? The talent knows that at the beginning of a sentence, you need to capitalize your letters. The fucking CEO doesn't know how to goddamn capitalize. That actually drives me kind of mad. Right? I mean, come on. Come on. So the contracts aren't signed. It shouldn't concern you until you're 18, though. What the fuck? Talent has issues with admin trying to get their personal info. VSea says, can you make a card, or are you comfortable with giving your address to send it? I need your legal name for the contract. Actually, I could transfer it into your bank account directly. Says, the issue is, if I'm not your parent, I can definitely still do it. But if someone finds out, we could run into legal issues. And the talent has to tell them, you can't do that because it's illegal. You can't do that because of a legal issue. The talent has to say that. Guys, this is nuts. This is nuts that the talent has to tell them this is illegal. Like, what you're doing is illegal, homeboy. Like, what are you even trying here? I've never seen this before. Because typically talent is very much uneducated. But in this case, they're so bad as a corporation, they're not even as good as the talent themselves. Jackson says, VSea sounds like it's run by a kid wanting to cash in quick on a craze, or a groomer, because holy shit, yeah. Because a lot of groomers have the maturity of children, right? So a lot of times groomers, the reason why they groom is because they are mentally stunted or deficient. So the only people that they can relate to are children. So either this is a adult groomer or this is a child. Either way, I mean, it's not good. It could be both, but I mean, it's usually, if they're a kid, it's like, you know, same level, same. Weird says 3 kids in a trench coat made a business. I kind of feel bad. It wasn't more ambitious than a 10-year-old. Somebody asked what company this is. This is VSea. VSea. Okay. This is so illegal. It should be on the legal mindset. Yes. It's so bad. All right. Okay, let's continue here. Dude, your secondhand shop fucking sucks over here. I have an Elgato Wave secondhand latest model, 1,100, whatever TL is. Right? What is the international fee? Lol, like shipping. Huh? Like shipping? What is your address? It doesn't matter. You can just then sending something else. This person is constantly trying to dig for the address of a minor. Dude, guys, do you understand how fucked up this is? Like, this person is repeatedly asking for the minor's address, and they're trying to say, no, I don't want to give you your address, and they're digging for the address of a minor. This is fucked up. Can I just buy it off the site, plus I need tracking? They say, no, it's a local site. Oh. Wait, what? No, sorry. Don't give some random stranger your personal address. Sorry, no. When this talent was trying to leave VSea, this is what he said. Also, don't use that against me. If you have thoughts of leaving, I'd rather you just go. If you want to stay, I want to lock you in and go serious. Go serious with me? Enhance. Hold on. Can we enhance? Oh, we're already max zoomed in. Go serious with me. Go serious with me. Are they trying to form a relationship? What? Oh, here's the rat. Here's the rat. This was just a organization for these people to go out and potentially get involved and engage in some dealings with minors. That's a rat. It's a viable rat at this point. Because, you know, we all know that there's some people that get into this and treat VTubing like dating, but treating an agency as your grooming fields, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I will not put investment into you if you're threatening, I'm going to leave, bye. If you want to do your work properly, show me effort in your content, I will gladly pay for your shit. I realize it's complicated, so it's that I hope everyone's trustable. I trust you guys about these situations, QQ. VC says, we have an all-girls group, though. What does that mean? What does that mean? All girls and they're all minors? Yeah, hello, groomers. Yeah, my chair is squeaky. Sorry, it's fucking hotel chair, guys. It's not my premium Bangkok studio chair. I understand some considerations and glad to see you have your own priorities, but I'm just saying the consequences. All the bad stuff will happen to everyone at the corpo, not just me, but everybody. See, so they're threatening this person is threatening children. This person is threatening children, saying you're going to have notifications, you're going to have bad things happening if you don't stay in line and shut up. This is getting darker, guys. As we go down this is the first time I'm reading this, and this is getting darker. I'm more and more concerned as I go on here. This is also what he said after we ended up leaving VSea. Attention, everyone. As there's no one left in VSea except blank and blank, we'll be taking a long hiatus until November when we can debut. He is waiting till November as both talents are minors, and he would like to wait until they are of age. Holy fuck. Gen 1.5. Gen 1.5 was formed by the admin very soon after Gen 1. We were supposedly an indie gen. This gen was never publicly announced due to most of us leaving and being dissolved. 4 out of 5 ended up leaving, which made the admin dissolve it. I'm probably dissolving 1.5. We'll focus on Gen 1 first. Now you're just friends of VSea for now. Hey, feel free to hang out and play games. It's been lovely hosting you a lot. Apologies, management wasn't up to par. Hope to see you around one day. Thanks, Gen 1.5. And there's the little picture there. Yeah, I think this was like the do you remember me moment, you know, here that they posted on Twitter. It was kind of cringe. When we joined, we were told that we would keep 65% and he would take 5%, which is fine. we then mentioned that all merch revenue would go to him. So, I got to ask another thing. For merch, you guys said you have merch, yeah? Yeah, you can make your own stuff, but we have right to use your image and sell it at the stores and cons and stuff. Okay, do we get a cut of it too, or does all revenue go to you guys? The revenue goes to us for the merchies we make. Merchies? The language this person is using is the language of a child. The cost and price all at 2. If you post our merch on your website, we could work out a fair commission rate. So they literally are stealing the money for their image and all their merch, which, by the way, wasn't in their contract to be able to just pirate their IP like that. Really weird. Let's continue. This also makes no sense since we were an indie gen. Everything we brought in was our own. None of our merch sales should go to them since no part is theirs. We had only mentioned this to one member of Gen 1.5, which was then relayed to the rest of us. That's the screenshot that was relayed above. Gen 1.5 was specifically created for us to be able to use our creative abilities, right? Also, you said you'd like to help us with stuff occasionally, right? Normally, we hire Gen 0, Gen 1.5 because they have unique value apart from pure revenue. He. Admin constantly told us to make stuff for him. This person is weird. This person is fucking weird. Like, I want to know who this person is. I really do. I mean, I'm not encouraging doxing. I'm just saying, like, I am intellectually curious. Does that make sense? Right? Like, I want to know, are they a child or are they a groomer? Right? An adult groomer. Because it's one of the two. Below prove that admin isn't paying us much and sometimes even making us rush deadlines with little to no money. So here we go, VSea saying, I thought you were already done. Said, no, we're cooking. Some are faster than others. Depends on the artist. I don't think, what is this? I don't think if I need a rig, a whole ass model, they're not debuting till next season because I got another rig coming already. Can you rig a model instead if you can't draw a whole model? I don't know if I can. Depends on the money because, like, and then they're showing their commissions. It's expensive, right? He likes to word it as assignments or missions, but you can see below we'll be talking to another artist who is used as well. So here's an artist, I guess. So saying, well, how much you want? And then saying, how much do you want to pay? I don't really have a price range. How much do you normally pay others? $40 or $20. The artist says, bro, you're like overworking your employees for $20. Saying, what? Can you help soon? Tell me what it is first. I'll try to make it work. Can you rig this? So trying to get a rig for free. If you need me, just tell me. I can probably squeeze some time for SEA. Tell me whenever you're free enough to give your Janny missions. So not paying people, making them work for free. This person, and once again, talking like an adult. Talking like a child, not an adult, the entire time. Really fucking crazy. Charlie Spurs says, bro's got to be 13. He's 40 or pretending to be 20, but he doesn't know the lingo. Yeah, I don't know. He could be developmentally disabled and older. That's the only other option, having a mental disability. If this person is mentally disabled, right? In which case, they should probably have somebody helping them run the company and not be doing it themselves, right? Because they're not fully capable and they don't clearly understand the law. Jordan says, for 5 Canadian, says, have you heard about Tony Hawk's son, Michael? He's getting involved in VTubing. Everyone wants Mike Hawk to grow bigger and explode the scene. I haven't heard about him, but once again, look, I'm just going to say this. The sons of people are often not the father, right? And they always want to do something big and blow up and surpass the father. And it can kind of be sad. It's kind of like Johnny Depp's son trying to act, right? Johnny Depp's son is not Johnny Depp, right? And not like that family pedigree doesn't always come together. But, you know, if he wants to try and work hard, maybe he can do well. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about his history, but typically does not do well. Wait, people are saying got him. Oh, Mike Hawk. Oh my fucking god.
Fuck you.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
And you know what? I'm gonna play another one.
Degenerates. You guys degenerates.
This is for all of you guys out there, and fuck all of you. Fuck all of you for getting me like that. You got me. Oh my God. How has I gotten so hard? My cock. My cock. No. Oh, chat, you're assholes. Chat, fuck you, chat. Fuck you, chat. Oh, fuck you. Oh, you know more.
Fucking monkey とかさ。
You fucking monkeys. I hate all of you. All of you. Get Zerg says new HoloLives to be used cooked. You know what? I'll catch those replays on a future one. I will. Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta clip this. I'm sure it's getting clipped. In fact, you know what? I'll tell my own clipper. Eagle, clip this, okay? Eagle, clip me getting owned, right? Charlie says Andrew's getting too old for this shiz, bro. It's a boomer moment. It's a boomer moment in the legal mindset. I've been bee-boo taxed. Gin Blades. Oh, brother. They all fucking got me. I'm done, guys. I'm done. Rip. Eagle says, I got you, buddy. I'm like, no. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. It took me like 3 minutes. I was like going into this whole tirade. And I'm like, wait a second. How was I fucking trolled here? Oh, God. Oh, okay. I've recovered now. What Pamu said, fuck you all guys, and I hope you go to hell. Yeah, it's good. And this is the moment the chat broke, Andrew. You guys got the W today. Chat W today. Chat fucking W today. I'm not going to lie. Let's continue. Unpaid artist. For the next part, I interviewed an artist. So I'll be open to commissions for $15. And he bought 2. He told me he would pay after sketch, but I waited so long due to him telling me to continue. I colored and finished it, and he didn't pay me. Hey, I usually do payment first in color. I get you. I'm flying home. Do you want to start with the calm now? I'm home now. I can pay E. Right? What the fuck is this person like? This is the CEO. I get you. Payee. What the fuck? I didn't paid for weeks. Wait. And paid same day you pay me. Wait. Crying. Wait. Convo with other artist. He would only pay weeks after me waiting. So this is consistent with the artist in the chat that said earlier they weren't paid. Now, once again, I said that, it's hard to prove that person is real, but let's assume that person is real, right? In the chat said they weren't paid. That fucking sucks. And it's $30, guys. If your corporation can't even pay $30, and I'm not even sure these are American dollars. These might be Singaporean dollars, which is like 20 American. If you can't pay $30, why are you running an agency? $30. Right? I mean, I live in Southeast Asia, and I know that money goes a long way in Southeast Asia. But $30? Like, yes, I don't spend a lot of money here, but I'll probably spend $30 today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna spend $30 because I'm gonna go eat some nice food today with my business partner. Right? So I'll probably spend more than $30 today. $30. Come on, man. $30 is a lot in this economy. D Watt says 30 gets to be a peach. Masturbated. Ouch. Poor Andrew. There. Hypnotic. Don't make me ban you. Don't make me time you out. I will time you the fuck out. I will time you out hard. Monkey Bacon. Member for 3 months. Congratulations. Appreciate you. Charlie Spurs says, who the fuck says he instead of LOL these days? Unironically over text. A child. Someone who's trying to be like this cutesy, weird thing. It's not cute. You're the fucking CEO. Okay, but I'll research. If it doesn't work, maybe you can PayPal or Ko-fi. Okay, but I'll research on how to make a Revolut for you. No, just pay them, motherfucker. because I intend to work with you a lot and pay you. He. No, this is like gaslighting, where he's like, oh, I'll pay you in the future. He. No, it's $15, $30. Just fucking pay it. Why are you going through all this effort over 30? I will pay 30 for just someone to shut the fuck up, right? If someone is bothering me, I'd be like, here's $30 to shut the fuck up and go away. Like, no. Why is this worth it to you? He hasn't paid him for 2 artworks. He started telling me to do missions, which equals free stuff. And during that time, I was extra busy with other clients. He would rush me every day and give me false hope he would pay for it. I even had to skip some days and finish his quote-unquote missions just to end up with no money. Did you finish any of your missions? Am doing it. Ha ha. Oh, do you want to try designing something with me? Multitasking it between my comms. Hi. How is the art coming along? Mission number 3. Oh, haven't you finished the log 2? I'm doing commissions first. Wow. You know, this person's wanting them to skip commissions to go and do free shit. Not yet, Sobs. Commissions. Maybe I have more art projects I need you for. This is him saying he will give me money because then I want to draw faster. Hey, Stinky, are you done with the logos yet? Also, for your next mission, I'm going to pay you because I think you draw faster if I give you Moner. Can't even spell money right. Moner. This person is a certifiable idiot or a 13-year-old. This is driving me mad. Reading this text is driving me mad. After I'm done with the logos, I'm asking him for a raise. He said he will pay for it, but only Revolut comes. I have mentioned a lot of time Revolut doesn't work. He said, I deserve a raise. Real, I'll pay you boba money when you get a... What the fuck is boba money? Right? A boba cost in Southeast Asia. A boba cost $1 or less. I buy a boba tea, right? A brown sugar milk tea for 19 baht in Bangkok. That's in fucking Bangkok, in the middle of the city. 19 baht, not even $1 US, right? Boba money? Like, what the fuck is that? Boba money. The fuck out of here. Boba money, right? Revolut is not coming anytime. So they're saying Revolut doesn't work. So he keeps promising him something that doesn't work. So after, these are the free things he digged me for because apparently I'm low price, high quality. But I only realized I'm being used when other people are pointing to obvious things that don't seem obvious. Don't be fooled by VSea. Till now, he has only paid them $30 for 2 pieces. He's only paid for 2 out of 6 that they were forced into. So here's an interview with an ex-talent, Danny Drywall. Hi, I am the talent behind Danny Drywall. Interesting name. I am just sad. I am down 246 Australian dollars and quite upset. I feel no malice towards the people within VSea, but I question management a lot. Why not open up Gen 1 of talents without... Why open up Gen 1 with no NDA, no contract, no website, no emails, or even any money? It felt like a group of friends who said, let's make a band without knowing how to play. This is how I feel it is too. I feel this is exactly, or I know this is kind of what it was. It was like a bunch of people that didn't know what they were doing. I know, not I feel. It is a bunch of people that didn't know what they were doing, saying, hey, let's have a company. It's just depressing. I had so much love for Danny. I love Danny. I had so much fun. I met a group of talented and nice people. It is disappointing, and this is the outcome. My experience is consistent with being in the dark and being ignored. They already announced my Twitter before the model artist has been chosen and used art I didn't want posted. But I guess I'm just trapped is the first thought, and it made me scared. I have no ill will towards anyone there. Others may have had their qualms, but my heart simply can't do that. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I am a crybaby, and I really find it hard to dislike people sometimes. It is hard to explain. My only upsetness is towards management, and even then I find it difficult to be upset with them. I don't believe they're evil, just in over their heads. Do I believe their shady actions were made? Yes. Intentional? No, just plain naive. Well, if they're naive, then they must be children. Because if they're adults, they should know better. They should know better on these topics as adults. Elwin says, child messing with a parent's account vibe with this one. Yep. Charlie Spur for 10 says, if I was literally just laid off. If I owed someone 30, I'm going to pay them 30. As an aside, some CEO comps are criminal when laying people off. Could have all saved 1.3K jobs and still take home 10 million. Exactly. Okay. So I was promised a lot, but got nothing. I have so much fear this will taint my career, the future I literally have reoccurring dreams of. I just want to be on a hologram screen to dance and sing for a small collection of fans in a convention hall. I just want to see pen lights glowing in my color and hear them answering my calls. That's what everyone wants. Everyone wants to be an idol. I want to be an idol so badly. There's nothing else I want in life. I'm just so thankful for people helping me out of my hole into a place where I feel comfortable. I have felt so alone for so long, and I felt like such a crybaby for shedding so many tears and filling my nose with snot. I am just astonished that many people want to help me. Please, please, I beg of you not to harass anyone still there. Please, I am just sad and disappointed. I hope my stress will end. I guess from here, I'll be back on the grind, trying to get back to my convention hall dream. I was also completely scammed with the app Revolut. When I asked to make 3 separate purchases with a digital credit card within the app, the invite code sent to me by the admin, he said it would give him $100 if I did so, and I assumed that money would go to me, and it was my money I was spending. I was wrong. He was literally using, this motherfucker was using the sign-up bonus from Revolut as a scam to make himself money. What a piece of shit. What an absolute piece of shit. Silbury says, a hard adult life is cutting your losses. You're not sure what's normal or not. So you doubt your intelligence and let dumb things. This is just real bad. For Fred says, maybe it's not that, but boba payments are also some kind of crypto money. Really? It could be. I don't know. I haven't heard of the crypto named boba, but there's crypto in everything. So, I mean, there's like, Pepe coin. So, I mean, there's always a crypto. Sears says, VSea says, oh, it's like normal expenses just using the card. Danny says, what the fuck am I going to buy? It says, it's not a scam. The second someone says it's not a scam, I'm worried it's a scam. Because this card is actually good and the only cost you need to pay is $5 to the company, which I'll cover for you. Good question. I bought shampoo, soap, and Webtoon coins. Just make sure they're separate purchases. You could go to a servo and get instant noodles totaling $10. 3 purchases above $10. Just make sure they're separate. It's 10 p.m. I'll track it for you. What's up? I just want to ask you how free you are. Like, are you ready to set up a payment method? Yeah, I can do it. And do you have anything you need to buy, like dinner or online or something? There's 10 hours left of this thing, and if you make 3 purchases, $10 or more right now, I can get a referral code, and Revolut would give me $100, which I can use for company covers and stuff. And I will pay you $5 to buy the card, so you don't need to cover that yourself. Sweet. I think like. It's like marketing thing. The credit card company pays out $100 if I refer you. But they want to make sure you're a real person, so you got to do some spending on the card. It works, though. It's legit. I tested with Hitsuji and other people. Get the mourner and everything. Once again, cannot spell. Probably get some art. Is there any limit on purchases? I'm not sure. They don't count transfer as a purchase, so if you buy something to PayPal, they may not recognize. Okay. But you got to buy something more than $10, like groceries. And this is my money. Yeah. I just want to make it understand. So he's got to spend his own money. This man, sorry, I didn't have it pulled up. But this man had to spend his own money in order to make money for the company. And yes, this language like dollies, moaner, this drives me. This is some like Gen Z cringe shit. Absolute. So VSea says, I ordered shampoo. Thanks for helping me out. We'll use the $100. Do you want halvesies? So what is this thing? I'll send to you. Okay. Also, the moaner is close to Aussie dollars, not USD. Join me in over the 40 million you love Revolut. Here's his invite link, right? I lost $45 trying to do this and didn't get anything but $2 back. You can see me paying for my debut. I was told that I'd be okay and they'd reimburse me once the company was registered, which once again wasn't going to come for a year. I wanted so badly for my debut to be good and my agency to be professional. I wanted so bad for it to work out. When I list the company and claim government money, I would reimburse you for debit purchases. I want to calm this person for an animation I can use for starting and ending screen. Holy jeebers, that's expensive. Yeah. I was going to do a cool boss moment and slap down the credit card LMO, and then I saw the zeros. And then the talent says, I was just going to pay for it myself. Is it worth it, though? So saying, Danny Drywall now giving a list of demands, saying, I want a spreadsheet or checklist that all talents can access, showing each artist, render, or rigger, basically what everyone's doing what. Apps that can show it like Google Sheets, Monday.com, something else. Clear communication for how much input a talent has on their own branding, meaning lore, design, BGM, just talent freedoms. Who are the managers and what do they do? Because they're people with manager roles, but I only know Hitsuji and Star. Budgeting. Clear knowledge on our budget. 5, put on a hold any more talents we have enough. I'm a bit biased, but Gen 1 should be absolutely main focus. Creating 1.5 to me seems a little bit by pulling away. These decisions should be told to us and announced directly, right? They found out about it from Gen mates being minors. Minors. And permissions made clear about streams and games. So none of this was clear. None of this. So here's the response. For Gen 1, there's a little less input on the talent for branding. So they're not giving them branding input. What are you referring to managers? The only person I see is Fab and Lotus, and Fab is a clipper. We have no videos. Lotus is a very good org person who works in a 3D field, so she would be helpful. I'd like to assign some stuff you gave me to her. Starting screens and overlays are not provided because I feel every talent would have different tastes, so it's pushing that cost onto the livers, the VTubers. If you require different funds for certain assets, please approach me and show the specific asset. Oh, absolutely hard. Gen 2 will have an 18 hard limit. But guess what? You've already got minors in the fucking company. That's not a company. I'm also trying to slow down 1.5. A lot of people are applying and they did good, but I didn't want to outright them. But I understand it would be unfair to Gen 1. So I'm cracking down on reducing Gen 1.5 till the future. That's bullshit. The only reason why they dropped Gen 1.5 is because they were all minors and they didn't want to sign. I apologize for not telling you about all the stuff early enough. I took your chillness for granted and went, oh, Danny will be fine with it. I apologize. It was a big oversight and we'll communicate more. As Gen 1s, you have a big stake in not telling you crucial information is extremely unfair. In terms of streaming gays, I have no idea what's off limits for corporations and still have to check. You have one fucking job. You have one job. And that's to know what's going on. Charlie Spur said it. This is Indian scammer level of grammar. This is literal scammer level grammar, for sure. And then Charlie also says, how broke is his CEO? I can understand if it was like a couple $1,000. I think it's like 100. I think this person doesn't want to pay over $30. And they're scamming people for $30. This is insane. VSea budgeting, get moaner, spend moaner, not a scam. This is nuts, guys. This is the danger of small VTubing agencies. I felt my chill and lax personality was mistaken for cool with my coworkers being underage is a ridiculous statement. Lacking experience in VTubing agencies shouldn't make you dumb enough to hire teenagers. Let's zoom in on this. This is the talent saying it, guys. The talent is saying, even if you don't have experience, you shouldn't be so fucking absolutely 100%.
Yeah, right. Explain this to me like I'm retarded.
That won't be that hard.
You should know it's not okay to hire minors. Guys, most of you out there aren't big fancy lawyers in a suit. You don't got your suit and your mahogany. I know most of you aren't lawyers, but I'm sure all of you in the chat. Let's do a little poll here in the chat. Let's do a little poll for the chat. Do you know that it is illegal to hire minors? at least without parental consent, right? Do you guys know that? Just a yes or no. I want to see if that's like a confusing concept that people don't know. I really want to know. Did you just find that out? Was that new news for you guys? I want to know. Do you know? Do you know? Pulls up in the chat. Right. Okay. I felt trapped within the agency due to our Twitters already being released. Well, that's the problem. They got you trapped. I wasn't under contract. So there was no even contract. I felt trapped, but they weren't in a contract. It was just pressure. Pressure. Because of the character and your commitment to the character. I found myself miserable in VSea. Wait, but the thing is, they don't own the character. Guys, here's a message. Former talent of VSea. They don't own shit. They don't have an enforceable contract. They're not a real company. You can do whatever you want with those characters. My peoples of VSea, my talent of VSea, do whatever you want. They can't do shit. Guys, VSea doesn't have enough money to pay commissions. You think they can pay a lawyer? Do what the fuck you want. They're not going to be able to come for you. And they disbanded the company, the quote unquote not company. They disbanded it. Do what you want. Use the character as much as you want. They got no rights anymore. They got no rights, period. None. Zero. So my people of VSea, don't be afraid. Do what you want. It wasn't ever a company anyways. I and Tanya, of course, that did not construe that as forming an attorney-client relationship between me and the members of VSea. That's just me making a general statement, right? Galaxy brain here. So I told the admin multiple times not to announce our Twitters. I told the admin not to publish artwork. So they're doing stuff they don't want to do. My feelings were only acknowledged after the post I made, and I shouted on the call, "Why did you post that?" I literally said not to. It was a private art. I felt the way our Twitters were announced was highly unprofessional, was extreme red flag, right? I wish I just left earlier, but I also don't. I stayed for the wonderful people I met, and I would be lost without them. So this is all based on personal connection. Okay, lack of talent privacy. So we've already talked about them trying to dox their address here, right? We've already talked about this. But look at this. They're talking about people's parents. They're talking about their relationships. Look at this. Kiori, wondering if you can help with something. Did you break up with people before? Hop in voice chat, I guess. Kiori broke up with her boyfriend and she's malding right now. Maybe you can offer her some advice. This is extremely unprofessional, guys. This is unprofessional, especially when these are children, which makes it
disgusting.
You're advising children on their relationships. You're a sick fuck. Whoever this is, if you're not, or you're a child yourself, you're a sick fuck. You know, when you're talking to children about their relationships, this is, and see, guys, for the anti-VTuber crowd, this is what anti-VTubers see, and they put it on all VTubers. They're stupid. Those people are idiots. I call out, and the reason why my channel is to specifically call out these bad agencies and contrast them to the good agencies that don't do horribly unprofessional shit like this. You do not, if anybody in your company is asking about your personal relationships, you tell them to fuck right off. That is none of your business, especially since there are minors. This is disgusting. This is fucking gross. Sana is fine. Great mic, great singing, no problem. She's never streamed before. In voice chat, she's funny. Tanya, amazing work ethic, does everything efficiently and correctly. She's going away. Voice acting training, leaving me with the thumbnails. Danny, highly experienced, funny, competent. Kiori, fucking Kiori. You know, like just, okay, commenting, I guess, about people. Miscellaneous, talking about how I do not go for average. I go for high quality, low price every time. So saying that they're a cheapskate and they're not going to pay people what they're owed, right? What they're owed. So let's say there's one last part here I want to show, and then we're going to wrap up this document because this document is done. And then we're going to go to the corporate statement, right? So this is towards the end, towards the death of this corporation. I'm aware rumors are spreading. if you want to state it like very black and white-ish, we aren't in legal trouble because technically we didn't have them sign contracts. That's why you could be in legal trouble, motherfucker. That's why you could be in legal trouble, you idiot. Since we didn't, quote unquote, hire minors, if things get bad, we can still apologize. But I hope it doesn't go too far because it still attracts all the mindless hate. It's not mindless. It's completely logical. You were grooming children and trying to hire them into a non-existent illegal company. This is fucking nuts. So this person, the OP, said, we would like to thank you for your time. We tried to objectively present the facts and share the perspectives. Please take this into consideration. It's not a registered entity and not legal business. No, beyond that, the behavior should be illegal. What they were doing with children should be illegal. This is disgusting, guys. This is absolutely outrageous. Let's look at the response. But before we get in the response, why don't we get a little moonshine in here? So dark. Now this is a 7-minute clip, but let's throw in a little moonshine animations here. We're gonna play. I'll play a minute of it, right? Or maybe 2 minutes. We'll see the cutoff point. But we gotta get some like laughs in here before we get to the corpo statement, which is a 10-page document. Right, so we're gonna get into that right after this. Let's get a little positivity here. I like to inject a little fun stuff. So here's part-time super terrorists.
Got his ass. Got his dumb ass.
Oh, juicy.
I'm juicy.
What do you taste like?
After 95 days of no shower, you don't want to know.
Pretty fun.
Can I have your Capri Sun explosion in my mouth?
Sure.
Oh, Capri Sun. Is that what she said?
Oh, there's a
What did you
cooler in
think
that
she
room.
said?
I thought she said pre.
Kirsch's
There's
boba are so big.
Wait, huh? What?
I guess that's what almost 100
She
days
left.
of no shower does to you. You just taste like pre-cum. But you killed her.
I hate
She's
when that
gone.
happens. She's gone.
Oh no. Oh no.
No!
Say
Why are you
cool.
calling me a furry? This is what Moonshine did to me. This is all Moonshine's fault. Are you calling me a furry because of Moonshine? Is that it? I'm gonna beat his ass. Moonshine! Moonshine, if you're hearing this right now, I'm gonna kick your ass. You're dead, mate. I'm gonna kick your ass. You're done for! You call me a fucking furry! I'm not a fucking furry! I'll kill you, Moonshine! You're dead! Someone clip this and send this to Moonshine.
Nano's still not on my friends list, so I can't invite her.
Yeah, go fuck
Nano literally hates the Moon Man.
because he's a beta cuck.
You can't just say that just
Oh.
because he's Asian.
Beta. Oh no, poor Moonshine. R.I.P.
Only married person here. Veda.
Super beta.
Only one who's made it.
everyone else here is forever alone.
Moonshine, send me your room. I'm gonna do Moonshine's room. Moonshine, send me your room. Give me your room. Can you move, you fat fucking bitch, Moonshine?
Oh my god.
That's why I'm banned from Overwatch. Moonshine.
Okay, I'll stop it there. It's 2 minutes in. I don't want to play the whole thing. It's 7 minutes. And I also don't like playing all of people's videos because you can go check that out. Moonshine Animation, a part-time super terrorist, great video, good little break there. We need some of that. You need a little bit of that, a little bit of laughs and levity when you're covering stuff as fucking dark as this shit. LJ O'Rourke, exactly what I mean. We need a little bit. And I try to balance it. I try to balance the light side and the dark side, right? Positivity and some dark shit. Because we need to have both. This is necessary. And I think as a streamer, I like it that way. But if you guys could get me some positivity by smashing that like button, we are at almost 700 people watching. We've had over 700 certain points bouncing in and out and 368 likes. So if you could do that, that'd be great. Hypnotic says this creep is gross like Funimation's Damon Mills. Yeah, bad. Charlie said Riku will take this young lad under his wing and turn him into the most cutthroat CEO in the industry. Just you wait. Can you imagine a groomer like the VSea CEO having the power of a large corporation like Niji Sanji? Can you imagine that? That would be some real crazy stuff. And Jim Blade says, thank you for the surprise stream. No, my pleasure. I'm happy to go over this stuff because you need somebody who knows what they're talking about, because I'm corporate counsel. I've been corporate counsel. I still do a lot of consulting for corporations. I know what's good in corporate land and what's bad in corporate land. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the corporate response. Now, this document has been taken down from their Twitter. They posted it on their Twitter and then they took it down. When I asked simply, and all I asked respectfully for was a copy of this, right? So I went on VSEA's Twitter and I responded. I said, can you please post a copy? They fucking blocked me like a beta cuck, right? Or a groomer or whatever it is, right? Whoever this is blocked me for simply asking for a copy of a document that they wrote or giving access to the document they wrote. Absolute fucking chode, right? Super adult child gamma behavior. Bottom of the barrel. Hello, Seafarers, or ex-Seafarers. I guess that's what the community was called. Very bare bones here. And I like, once again, his capitalization is all over the place. His spacing is all over the place. I think this person has to be English as a second language or mentally deficient, right? And Nick, by the way, says, it's been said before, but I appreciate the levity mixed in. I want 100% relevant information, but I wouldn't be able to handle such concentrated BS. We need to take a break. You need to come up for air before you go back down. That's why I like having fun on my channel. And I hope you guys appreciate it. And I hope you appreciate my style of presenting information. Silbury said he could be an adult child. That's a possibility, but that's what I mean by mentally deficient. Adult children are mentally deficient. They are not at where they should be developmentally, right? That's an adult child. All right. I am in quite a rush. I am making this. Well, then you shouldn't put it out, you idiot. If you're making it in a rush, why are you doing it? This person doesn't understand how to do things. They're just an emotional baby who's going out there and streaming their and putting out their feelings in this document rather than thinking about PR, thinking about legal concerns. Nope. Just going to type it all out. I don't have time to compile evidence either, so this will have to do. I am in no way making an excuse for my actions or denying claims made by the other tweet by contextualizing them to get the big picture. The first mistake was probably to call it a corpo. No shit. This is a violation of the law. So they have now confessed to violating the law. Congrats. VSea was a passion project cooked up one day by me and Zin. They call it a project. Don't call it a corporation. Ironically, the reason we made VSea, because we saw a bunch of terrible corpos out there treating talents horribly. We thought, we could do it better. This writing style, apparently not, once again, not capitalizing apparently. This drives me mad. Our dream was to make a fun, supportive, and understanding community to combat burnout faced by indies, not to make money off it. Well, then why did you want to steal all their merch money, and why were you giving them fucking Revolut codes to steal their money? You fucking scammer and you groomer. I was 18 and Zinni was a minor. This guy's confessing that he's self-reporting. Bro, he's self-reporting that he was working with a minor. Oh my fucking God. Tanya here says, Tanya S. Ottoman, who's got the VSEA, says, I promise you it's annoying to talk to. This is fucking cringe. This is fucking cringe. And Tanya, if you worked with them, I'm fucking sorry. This is painful. I'm sorry you had to work with a fucking child, whether they're an adult child or they're whatever this is. This is really insane. At the time, we had no idea why corpos didn't hire minors. You had no idea that corpo. in the poll in chat, 97% of you said that you knew it was illegal to hire minors, and 3% of you are trolling. Everybody fucking knows. Don't give me this bullshit that you didn't know that it wasn't illegal, that wasn't illegal to hire minors. No. Everybody knows that, right? Tiny says, hey, I got out, but I'll be back. Access for this account. Let me know if you want more info. I'll hop out. Okay, thank you. I just was really covering this, but if you want to DM me on Twitter or email me, right? My mod will put my email in the chat, but it's andrewesquirelive@gmail.com. You can email me or you can message me on Twitter, and I'm happy to talk to you behind the scenes and maybe do a little, follow-up interview. Just hit me up and we'll talk. King Lucia for 6 Malaysian ringgit said super fatherless beta cuck in incel behavior. Yes. Incel groomer behavior. Not good. Let's continue. We were just a group of friends having big dreams of being VTubers together. Well, then why not be a VTuber? Why'd you form an agency? But that was literally all we were building on. I was young and wildly inexperienced. How young were you? How fucking young were you? And wildly inexperienced. See, he's saying that he was sorry. I missed that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I missed that. He was 18. So he might as well be a child. He's 18 years old. Yeah. Oh, God. This explains so much. This explains so much. Children running children. This is fucking Lord of the Flies. I was 18. Okay. We hit levels of growth that put us in the spotlight I wasn't trained to perform in. How successful were they? I don't know. How big were they? Did they get 500,000 subs? Like, what were they doing? The ratio was not viable as we had 13 talents to 1. You did that yourself, motherfucker. You added people. You were the one who added people to this. The workload was unsustainable, and it was a naive, cocky mistake. I bit off more than I could chew. First point, overworking artists. The whole ideology of VSea was to be a company that's against exploitation, against coercion, manipulation. I wanted the business model to be an employee-focused, so it came as a shock to me that artists were complaining. No, it didn't. They asked you for money, and you didn't pay, motherfucker. Right? The moment I found out from someone else I didn't feel compensated. No, they asked you directly to pay them, and you didn't pay. So this is talking about the missions and using missions for free. So he posts here, hey, can I ask you some important questions? Like right now, how do you all feel? How do you all feel about making art with me? Do any of you feel pressured or coerced? Well, your feelings aren't paying the fucking bills. You didn't pay them at the end of the day. And that's the issue. The fact that you asked them about their feelings doesn't mean that you cannot pay them because you care about their feelings and you use fucking crying emojis like a 10-year-old. Crying emojis don't pay the fucking bills. Right? To my knowledge, I thought I was on good terms with the artists. At no point did they seem uncomfortable. We were even discussing going on vacation together and stuff. Wait, what? What? Guys, they were going to go on vacation together with 5 minors. Going on vacation together with 5 minors. This is getting fucking sick. This is getting absolutely fucking sick. Tanya says, I can confirm that. The fact that anybody in any world would think this is okay for a company to have minors going on vacation on a fucking retreat, this is wrong. Clearly wrong. LCPL anime guy, and I will get the off-topic stuff, but at the very end, okay? So I know some people are asking me about other stuff, which I will cover during my members-only stream, which will be a next stream. I will cover off-topic stuff. but I'll save that for the end, right? LCPL Anime Guy says, when I get commissions, I will pay half at least, and then the other half once the full product to test out new artists. This man is so incompetent. This is beyond incompetence. This is negligence. This is gross and wanton negligence. In fact, he's in other posts said, oh, I know there's minors, and here's how we're going to get out of trouble. He's lying here because he said he knew it was wrong. He said, oh, we're going to be in the clear because they haven't signed a contract. Remember? So now he's willfully lying. He's willfully misrepresenting stuff because he said in the Discord DM, he said, oh, we're safe because we don't have a contract. He's outright lying, guys. He's outright lying. Vacation where? Epstein Island? That's where it sounds like. This is some Epstein level VTubing shit, guys. I mean, literally, VSea is the Epstein Island of agencies. And we're definitely going to get demonetized for me saying that, guys. So can you please smash the like button? Can you please smash the like button? And also, guys, if you enjoy this content, I hope today is the day you subscribe. I hope today is the day that I've earned your subscription through hard work. Because you can't talk about certain things, even though I'm condemning it. Even though I'm condemning it, there's certain things you can't talk about on YouTube. So the point of paying late, okay, oh, here you go. To my knowledge, I thought I was on a good terms with the artist. So that got you out of paying? I will not accuse them of this, but a point that they may have changed their mind when the situation started to tank and future compensation was there. So they're literally telling you, we didn't pay them and I was dangling the carrot of future compensation to get away with not paying them. What a piece of shit. I believe they were fully enthusiastic to undertake these drawings, and when he's not saying there in the finishing the sentences, for free. He thought they were happy to do it for free. The point about paying late was due to me wanting to pay more. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, I'm indignant at this point. This is bullshit. He says, I paid late because I wanted to pay more. You're a fucking piece of shit lying scumbag groomer. This is fucking bullshit. I wanted to pay more. Nobody who wants to pay more waits to pay. Fuck you. What you do is you pay and you send a tip later. You pay and you send a tip later. That's what somebody who wants to pay more does. You lying sack of shit. John Stern became a member. Welcome, John, as a new member. Appreciate you. Appreciate you joining. You'll have access to the members only chat where we get into the spicy stuff. All right. I do have ASD. No, not the funny kind, the literal social disorder. Well, why are you running the company? Like, if you are incapable based on your disability to run a company, why the fuck are you running a company? I'm sorry, I hate this, and I'm sorry, Gen Z. I'm going to call you out a little bit. Not some of you Gen Zers are based. I will say that some of you are not. But Gen Z, if you are incapable of doing something, that doesn't give you an excuse to do it anyways. That means you need to not do it. Right? If you say, I have this condition, that means you can't do the job. You're incapable. So you can either find a way to cope with that condition and do the job competently, or don't do the job. You don't have an excuse to do the job, fuck up, and say, oh, I have a disability as an excuse. No, you do not get to use your fucking illness as a tower shield for all criticism. You're fully, this is the most bullshit excuse. It's something that is used very often by Gen Z, and it's absolute dog shit. And people aren't going to stand for it, right? Right? The boomers, the Gen X, millennial, even fucking millennials don't put up with that. We're like, actually, no, you can't do that. Even millennials, right? Are like, actually, no, right? And it's not all Gen Z. It's some. It's a small subset. Shout out to the base Gen Z folks. Shout out to the people that are working hard, that are doing good. Shout out to you guys. You guys are fucking Chads and Stacy's, right? Giga Chads, some of you. But you know the people out there. You know them. Brian Doig says, tell us how you really feel. This is how I really feel. How I really feel is this.
What the fuck?
This is so bad as to be almost unbelievable. This is Niji level, guys. This is Niji level. It's just a small corpo. This is the Niji Sanji equivalent in a small corporation. I am completely unable to read between the lines. If someone says they're okay at taking a face value, bullshit. This is using it as a cope, using it as an excuse. I am fully capable of taking no for an answer, but no was either often not given to me or I missed some and I apologize for. Second, the first feedback. Throughout the project, to my knowledge, I have not met with much negative feedback. I was very late in, possibly a week ago, when I was shown this. So this is the complaint list. Unprofessional behavior, poor management, no NDAs, no contracts, minors, too casual, too young, too immature, deleted messages, applicant comparison, mention we would not have picked you if not for X, unnecessary work, stress on applicants, giving okay, then backtracking, fishing for money from credit card referrals. This is a piece of shit behavior. Promising money to talents, then telling them to use Google stock photos for backgrounds, asking talents to pirate models. We'll do it whenever we get a cease and desist. No lawyers, no parent company. Issue with Kyo being a minor and unable to receive payments from other countries. Disregards discomfort of skinwalkers and uses a term carelessly. Throwing legal name carelessly and making fun of it. Suspicious in putting himself in a father caretaker role like a fucking groomer. Admitted to Mel that he didn't know how to run an agency and hoped the talents would teach him. Doesn't know how VTuber debuts work. Stole Danny's first tweet drawing, posted without consent. Not formally introduced to any manager. Nira contacted to be Mel's manager. She is a minor with zero experience. A minor was being asked to be a fucking manager? Holy fucking shit. Staff janitor picking fights with talents, making fun of the fact I'm broke, and telling us we have more freedom with our concepts by not paying for anything. What a fucking... Saying, oh, that was the wake-up call? So you did all of this stuff, and you didn't at any point realize that any of this was wrong. So it was a wake-up call when you saw the list? You're a lying sack of shit. I've gone from like pity for a stupid guy, for someone who's dumb, to someone who is now lying, who is now fucking lying. The talent in the chat said Niji is a better proposition. At this point, you might as well have them join the military. At least daddy government's better. Yeah, there you go. Super said, if anybody finds himself in a situation like this dumb, just go. Don't tell anyone. Don't ask for your last paycheck. Just go. It's easier. There you go. I can't believe this. I can't believe that people, came into this. Okay, so this one's really, really small font, so I'll read it. It says, it has come to my attention that my behavior as a manager has been lacking. I neglected several responsibilities and been too casual and dismissive in how I treat my talents. I've also made several insensitive jokes that I should not be making in a corporate setting, which have come across as red flags, as well as asked everybody to switch to a different payment system to collect referral money. I have, due to some past error in judgment, censored conversations that should have been left public, as well as used art made by talents that were not okay with me using. I'm really sorry for not realizing any of this sooner, because you're just an absolute fucking lying scumbag, but okay. And I'm grateful you guys are willing to talk to me. I suffer from ASD. So once again, hiding behind your fucking condition, right? I'm sorry. I'm not even going to read that, but I'm going to skip down to this part saying, starting tomorrow, there will be a gradual reform with more guidelines and a better structure. We are a fledgling company without much resources, and everyone is learning and doing our best. Some sacrifice is expected, and I believe this is reflected in the 90% pay split. Contracts and NDAs will be shown if the talent desires it. I admit I haven't been feeling the best, but I have thought it through. My sole duty is making you for the best VTubers you can be, and I'll bet, and you can bet I'll be giving it everything. Although some talents took it rather well and actually started to give more criticism and feedback, it was already far too late, as distrust was already there and people were way past the mark of giving second chances. I took a one-day break, and by the time I came back with new ideas and reform, I was already sent graduation letters. Third point. This is something the doc I fully agree with. So literally, they co-signed Danny's statement. So they literally co-signed everything Danny said about feeling trapped and everything being ridiculous and not having contracts, a website, and that being bullshit, saying there's nothing I can say to atone for how badly we managed Danny. The poor girl did everything perfect and caused me almost no problem. So they're just agreeing with this. Okay, so they fucked up. They fucked up. Saying, again, you can see my autism working. So once again, blaming his condition on the failures. Crazy. She said I would not give her the money for the card payout, but she initially denied receiving it. And I have also spent all of the money plus more on her model up front. So trying to justify paying for the model as the reason why they're stealing for the referral, we should have said that in the beginning. I am not fully aware of where the 239 AUD price quote is from, because from what I am keeping track, I owe her about $25. And you don't just pay her the $25. You're so cheap, you won't pay her $25 fucking dollars. Regardless, I lacked clarity with her, and I will not dispute because the communication issue could be very well have been my fault. Fourth point, the full picture. Cancer culture has a funny way of not only bringing out the bad things in context, in the light, not only acknowledging any good I did. I was pretty much the only manager interacting with the talents most of the time. A lot of people in the document even told me, yeah, we are still friends, and encouraged me to vent and take it out of context to bring me down. Okay, friendship is magic doesn't get you out of committing crimes, right? And then so let's get to this little comment about the El Gato set. Another thing taken out of context was the address thing. I can tell you, I literally do not care where they lived. Groomer, going on a vacation with them. You don't care where they lived? Not buying it, bro. I don't have time to go stalk anyone. They were using a headset mic, and I wanted to give them the cheapest Elgato wave I could find. I hate people take I intend the wrong way. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I love how you're saying like, oh yeah, well, I don't understand social cues. Well, you clearly understand things getting taken out of context. So how bad is that TISM really, or ASD really? So he's crying about things that people do socially. So he clearly understands some sort of social interaction. So, is that condition just a shield that he's pretending to have? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Other than that, I feel overworked. I don't feel like overworked or mistreated you. You're a great boss. You care for your employees and actively go to your way to take care of them. Aw, thanks. I maintain my intentions were pure, but the execution was disgustingly immature. Miscellaneous SS from the other doc. So just copying what the other doc says. Okay. Final notes. It might seem I'm writing this with a complete lack of empathy. Unfortunately, that is not the case. I am extremely sensitive, and I have a strong moral compass and sense of justice. Oh, great justice to groom children, bro. Great justice and moral compass to hire minors. I simply have no more emotion left for this cause. I've cried it out for days on end. Sometimes I wish I was like the evil, unfeeling corpo, that I would have to handle the guilt, but I'm simply a human who made a mistake. And the biggest regret that it wasn't at my expense. Some people might ask why, and I haven't apologized or acknowledged my mistake, just said it privately. Once again, there's no hate and punishment you can give me. I haven't given myself, and I advise you against this unproductive task. No, sorry, bro. Fuck you. You know what? No, I'm sorry. You know what? You're telling me not, and people in the general public not to condemn you?
Fuck you!
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
No, you are going to be publicly shamed because that is what you deserve. You may never be prosecuted because you're such a fucking small fry. You're not even worth the government coming after, although they should, and they should lock you up in jail because you're a piece of shit for what you did with minors. All right? They may never do that, though. I'm a realist. They may never do that. But we will call you out. That's what my channel is here for, to call shit out like this publicly and to shame you for doing things that are not just illegal, but immoral and unjust. You will be shamed. I don't care how much you've cried in your fucking beta cuck chair. That's not enough. That is not enough at all to stop this and to keep other people from thinking they can get away with doing the illegal and immoral things that you did here. That's not okay. You need real condemnation. You need real shame. You need the shame in order to call this out. This is necessary. By the way, if someone is in Singapore, I would definitely go to the police on this. I would 100% go to the police on this in Singapore. I'm not in Singapore. I'm not a Singaporean, right? If it was in Thailand, I would, or the Philippines, I would, or Korea and Japan even, I would, right? This is fucking sick. This is wrong, right? Get Zerg says, as someone with autism, this guy pissed me off. Yeah, he should. He's making other people with autism look bad. Aswin says, they graduated before I could enact my plan. Yeah, that's fucking creepy. That's fucking creepy. Shadow Knight says, this isn't cancel culture. This is reaping what you sow. Exactly. And LCPL says, I may try to pay less for more unless the artist goes above and beyond in commission, but this is cheap and makes us penny pinchers look bad. Yeah, no, there's one thing between getting good value and being a fucking scummy piece of shit. You know, and look, it's different if you scam some big woke corporation, right? I have a lot less sympathy for big corporations than I do for small content creators and small artists, right? Case by case, right? You know, I talked about back in the day when I worked for GameWorks, which is now defunct. And I used to give out these coupons, right? That were like $5 off. So everybody got them, even though I wasn't always supposed to give them out. I was supposed to only give them to certain people. I also gave them to other staff members, and we used them to reap money from the company because there was no parameters given to what, there were no like limits or checks or balances, right? It's a big fucking stupid corporation. And they're a piece of shit, underpaying their employees, abusing their employees, abusive managers, right? I got very little sympathy for like corrupt, nasty, large corporations. Very little fucking sympathy. But it's case by case on the corporation. If it's a good corporation, treat them well, and they'll treat you well. But if it's a shitty, corrupt corporation, no, fuck them. You don't owe them shit. Case by case by case. Not every corporation is bad. Some are really good. Some do a lot of good. They treat you right, you treat them right. They treat you like shit. I'm sorry. Like Invader Talk says, always take a shit on company time. Always take a shit on company time. Very true. Dang Brat needs correction. Yeah. Let's finish the rest of this little statement here. It says, instead, give your support to the talents. They were entirely innocent. Oh, now you care about the talents? Fuck you. It took months of work to form a community. That would mean the world for last of VSea to pick up where I left off and support talents with whatever they want to do. It's been an honor being everyone's admin son. But once again, who calls them admin? Whatever. But that was simply a responsibility I was never ready for. Dude, clearly not. And not only that, you were there to abuse people. Yeah. People in locals, by the way, are saying shady as fuck. Shady as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, this is fucking dirty. This is shady. This is shady. So that's what we got for today, guys. This is fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts. VSea, I'll follow this. If you are in Singapore, I would highly recommend you look into whether or not you can report this, you know, what you can report over the police, turning over this information. This is fucked up. This is wrong. And the fact that they were doing this with minors makes it even more wrong. So guys, just so you know, I had some off-topic stuff. I know some people wanted me to talk about Nick. I'll just say this real quick. I'll be doing multi-topics. We'll be talking about Dr. Disrespect. We'll be talking about a lot of different topics. And I'll throw in, if there's a minor update on Nick or something, I'll throw that in on the members-only stream, which will be my next stream. So if you're not a member already, I would highly encourage you to become a member. This one will be for all members, so even gift membership. So if people have gifted a gift membership, you'll be able to attend that. So my next one will be members only. So if you are not a member, you know, it might be a time to do that. Even if you just get at the RPG level, the lowest level, we give 2 members only exclusive per month. One of them's the lowest level. One of them's the highest level member chats. You get access to the emojis, etc. We're always making new emojis, always getting new shit. It's really big. Eagle dropped 10 legal mindset memberships. Thank you so much, helping people out. Make sure you accept these gift memberships so you guys can get out there and get into these member only streams. They're really great. They're fun. They're casual. They're off the cuff. Maybe I won't be rocking the suit. I'm going to take the suit off and just rock it out. Thank you. Oh, and here we go with the memberships. Laughing Man became a member. Appreciate that at the RPG level. And then we had Big Leo for 10. Thank you so much. Doug Diaz coming in here. Silvery coming in here for 5 from Doug Diaz and Silvery. And then we got another 10 from Nikki P. Thank you so much. And John Stearns giving 10. Thank you. Make sure you accept, guys, and say thank you to all these guys, to Doug, to John, to Leo, all these guys. Say thank you. Laughing Man, Eagle Clipper, all these guys, say thank you to them, Silvery, because you guys can now access those streams for free. And the majority of my members that are members through free gifts. So thank you to everybody who gave those. You help me do this regularly. You help me make this happen, and I couldn't do it without you. Your legal senpai very much appreciate you. Sawadee Kap, as we say over here in Thailand, right? You know, Chop Kun Mak Mak, you know? Jackson for 5. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. And also Amber, Names Policy, and Thomas Crossland all became new members. Welcome, Amber, Names Policy, and Thomas Crossland. Thank you for joining as members. All of you guys will be in on this as well. Thank you for joining. All right, Nor says the boss makes a dime. The box makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. That's exactly right. Guys, thank you for being based. Stick around. Enjoy yourselves. Have a wonderful day. Stay positive. And don't forget the long